I am Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. Welcome to today's discussion. Be encouraged, be inspired, and be yourself.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Welcome to all of my motivators family. Come on in. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. I hope everyone had restful sleep and you're ready to get some motivation on this Saturday morning. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me, for supporting this channel. I wanted to do this topic because we are here and it is the first day of February. And I couldn't think of any better way to start a new month by giving my motivators family some food for thought and encouragement for your mind and your heart to keep going and to be encouraged on this Saturday and to never give up. But we all know that there are so many things that can stop us or slow down us feeling encouraged. There's so much things that happen to us and we need to troubleshoot. We need to find a solution. We need to get help so that we can maintain and be encouraged because it's something that we deserve. I want you all to know and understand that it's your portion, but it's up to you to decide how encouraged you want to be, how positive you want to be, how fortified you want to be. What is your mindset and your thoughts towards your life? All of it is up to us. It's a personal decision to make to be encouraged. And I understand that there are a lot of obstacles in this life that can slow down us being encouraged. And we're going to talk about some of those things with the hopes that some of the things that I say will be encouraging to your mind, to your heart, to your spirit. It will be like a boost in your arm, a pat on the back, or a virtual hug that I think is so necessary. And there are so many things in this life that stop us from being encouraged like we deserve to be. Life happens, so much problems, and we just feel like, it's just overwhelming. All the things that you have to deal with as an adult when adult is adulting, there's health problems, it's personal struggles, there's sadness, there's bills, there's trauma, there's just so much negativity in today's society. And then there's the inward things that we have to deal with on a day to day basis. So it definitely is not easy to keep going and to be encouraged. I know that many want to throw in the towel and give up and say, this is just too much. And I get it. I've been there, I've done that. I'm human as well. But this topic today is all about giving you all some encouragement, some motivation, some positivity that I know that every single person needs encouragement. Every single person needs to fortify their mind, to upbuild themselves, to encourage themselves. So here we are today on your Saturday. And thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me to get some much needed encouragement. I appreciate every single one of you. And as always, I always start off by saying, welcome. And this is an encouraging space. You are welcome here, sending you all the positive vibes. And if you would like the content, subscribe, like, And follow in on today's topic. I'd love to hear your commentary and your thoughts. Okay. So, the first point we're going to be talking about in encouraging ourselves to continue on, I want to start off by saying, I am grateful that you are alive. That's not something that's encouraged in today's society. You don't hear those sort of words to fortify, those words of hope and encouragement. And I say that to every single one of you. I am grateful you are alive. I'm grateful that you are still here because there's a lot of things that can take us out of here mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Every single person carries a heavy weight of their own problems, their own burdens. And I just want to say that I'm grateful that you are here. And to encourage you with this affirmation, you are important. I am important. It's important to apply this to ourselves, to direct that. That's a part of our self awareness, to remind ourselves of our value, of our importance. And I do get it. We don't feel we're important sometimes when we don't get the appreciation, or when life is not going the way we want it, or we had certain expectations and it has not happened for us. Yes, you feel like you are not important or you don't have value, but that couldn't be furthest from the truth. Okay. Just because life may not be what you wanted or expected, you still have a valuable space in this world. You still have importance. Okay. And I wanted to say this to all of my motivators family. I will take care of myself in any way that I need to. I wanted to start off this topic and discussion by saying that each and every one of us has something inside of us that we need to take care of. And I want to encourage every single one of you with this thought. I will take care of myself in any way that I need to. That gives us hope. It gives us importance. And I want you all to know that you are important and you are valued. Hi, Blended Healing. How are you doing? Positive blessings on this Saturday. I hope you are well. I want to say that to everybody. I will take care of myself in any way I need to because it's going to be different. There's no one size fits all. Different folks, different strokes. So you know what you need to do to take care of yourself on today. So I want to give you that encouragement, that boost to give yourself the permission to take care of yourself. I give you that permission to take care of yourself in any way that you need to. Yes, a gratitude for you too. Blessings, Queen. And I wanted to say this to everybody. Um, we all need to take care of ourselves, and it gets to be sometimes in a way that we don't. We don't take care of ourselves. We do not feel encouraged. We feel some type of way. But that's why we do these Be Encouraged Saturdays in hopes that whatever you went through this week, and I know that there are heavy things, some people are dealing with very sad situations, some are grieving, some are struggling financially, some are dealing with health problems or children, spouse, or significant other. There's problems for every single person, okay? But here is some encouragement. Whether it's sleep, diet, exercise, lowering your stress, whatever it is that you need to do to be a better me, I encourage you to do so. Now, I know that insomnia is out there because your mind can race when you think about all your problems, all the things that you have to cope with, life going the way it's going for you at the moment. I understand it. But there are things that we can do, we have control over. See, and this is where the hope and the fortification to the foundation of you, this is what grounds us. There are things that we can do in our control to help us to be encouraged. And we can do something about our diet because the way we eat, fortifies our mind, fortifies our body, takes care of ourselves so we can be stronger and show up to be our best self. You know, I'm always going to encourage my motivators family to take care of your best self. Your health is your wealth. So think about that the next time you go to eat something. Also in your exercise. I know most of us don't want to hear it. I know you're thinking, Marlene, come on, I have bills, I'm working, I'm running after kids, or I'm getting older, I can't do what I used to do. No, whatever it is that you can do, even if it's just something as simple as parking far away in a parking lot, or taking the stairs, or just going for a walk in place. You can do chair exercises. There's so many things that we can do to take care of ourselves. Exercise does not have to mean going to a gym or running. It just means doing what you can do under the direction of your doctor for the best benefit of yourself so that you can feel good. Because when you take care of yourself and you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I look good, doesn't that make you feel good mentally? I know it makes me feel good when I take care of myself by diet and exercise. Another thing that we can do to take care of ourselves is lowering our stress. There are some things that are just stressful situations and we can't do anything about it. But there are things that we can do in not adding to our stress, not allowing the negativity from society, not letting other people tell us how our life should be, not listening to the drama or people and their insecurities. But it's about knowing who we are, knowing what we can do, and then allowing ourselves to just stay in that. Don't worry about what other people tell you you should do or tell you who you should be or social media or the entertainment world. You know your life. You know what you're going through. You know what you're dealing with. So do what it takes to do to lower your stress. And some of the things that I love to do is some deep breathing exercises. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. It's just a simple tactic. It's free and it lowers your blood pressure. It calms you down because you have to take care of yourself. Do not let this life take you out, or do not let other people take you out because they are stressful. They may be the problem in the equation of your life. And this is another point, motivators family. Whatever I need to do to be a better me, we all know what that is. We just got into the second month of the year. Can you believe it? Second month of 2025. Whatever I need to do to be a better me, you know what that is. I want you to think about that throughout today's topic and discussion. What do I need to do on this Saturday to be a better me? Is it getting into my purpose? Is it getting more sleep? Is it taking care of your health? Is it setting some boundaries with other people or yourself? Is it taking care of maybe getting fit? Maybe it's getting a healthy um, eating routine. Notice I didn't say diet because it's a journey to your whole life, the way that you eat. So it's a journey for everything in life. So don't give up. You may fall down, you may struggle, but it just is proof. Struggling is just proof that you're still here. And I want to applaud every single one of you. Just the fact that you're still here gives you some time and some room for improvement. You can always improve. I wanted to say this to the fam, okay? You're doing a great job. This is something we don't hear that often on the job, within your families, with friends, with your romantic interest, your partner, significant other, spouse, okay? We don't hear that from lots of people in our lives, but here I am, and I'm telling you that today. You're doing a great job. Just the fact that you're a hard worker, that you're still here, that you're trying the best that you can. I want you to pat yourself on the back and to say that to yourself. I am doing a great job. Okay. We have to fortify our mind and tell ourselves these things. I am doing a great job. What that does is that encourages our mind, it encourages our spirit to keep going. So remind yourself of that today. I'm doing a great job. And this as well. I am proud of myself. Now, I don't know each of you personally, but one thing that I do know for sure is that there are things that you have overcome in the past, and there's things that you are overcoming on a daily basis. Maybe if you have some health issues, it's a struggle just for you to go on through the day. Maybe you don't feel well on a regular basis, or maybe you may have had an anger problem or attitude problem, or you struggled before with communicating how you felt. Maybe you struggle to fit in, or whatever the case may be. Everybody has something that they're dealing with in a regular basis. But I wanted to tell you all, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for troubleshooting, for continuing on, and for trying. We all need to be proud of ourselves. Don't look for that validation on the outside. Let me tell you, if you are waiting for family or friends, spouse, significant other to fill up your cup, you will always be lacking. You will always be lacking, and I don't want you all to be lacking. I want you to be fortified. I want you to be strong. I want you to be grounded. I want you to feel and be your best. Feel and be your best. I encourage every single one of you to say this out loud and to say it today. Say it with some strength. Say it like you mean it. I am proud of myself for everything that I am doing, for everything that I am dealing with. Okay. Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Blessings to you too. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're doing amazing. Yes, tell yourself, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for when I could have given up. How many of you this week wanted to give up? I know I could put my hand up to that one. Many times throughout the week, we feel like giving up. We feel like throwing in the towel. We feel like, what is going on? I can't deal with this. But you continued on. So you need to remind yourself of that. I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of you too. This is another one that is very important, uh, affirmation to speak over yourself and speak over your life. I will continue on. I will continue on. Regardless of your situation, regardless of who supports you, who likes you, what other people say, your age, expectations postponed, all of it, the whole gamut. Okay. I will continue on. Keep your head up and continue on at your pace. This is what I want to say to you all. Continue on at your pace, not the pace of society or other people, social media, this person, that person, people on your job, your relatives. Everybody has to move according to their speed within their scope, within their focus, their outlook. So I want you all to know that. Okay, continue on and don't give up. Yes, happy Saturday to the Motivators family. I motivate and encourage every single one of you. This is something that is very vital to us being encouraged, and that is inner happiness. You have to speak that over your life and speak it to yourself. I deserve to be happy. And you do. I deserve to be my level of happy, not what other people deem as happiness, but what you say to be happy. So go through your mind and troubleshoot and think about some things. Am I as happy as I deserve to be? And if I'm not, how come? Why? That is the reason for this discussion, to get us thinking about ourselves and our life and what we're doing, and if we're on track with our purpose. And if we're not, saying it's okay. I can get back on track. I can do better, and I will do better. See, it's all about starting. It's all about the gentle reminders and giving ourselves the permission to get back on track and to reset. Yes, you deserve to be happy. And I wish you all happiness today and always. Now, this is very important, motivators family. Keep When we say keep going, it does not mean to keep being used, to keep being manipulated either. When we say keep going, sometimes people will think keep going in letting me use you, or letting yourself be available, or letting yourself be someone's bank, or letting yourself be the person that always supports others, but you don't get it back. No, I mean, keep going in taking care of yourself. See, we're doing some inner reflection. We're thinking about how do I show up for myself on this Saturday and every day, because the Saturday is the day that we slow down, even if it's just a little bit, to think about ourselves, to ground ourselves, to think about how am I doing mentally? How am I emotionally? How am I physically? How am I financially and spiritually? And what do I need to do so that I can be my best self? See, I want you to keep going and taking care of yourself. See, we always think about being there and being kind and being supportive to others. But no, today we're talking about keep going and taking care of ourselves so that we can pour into ourselves, pour into your own cup. See, that is what helps us to continue on and to keep going. We have to remind ourselves of that. I learned this when I was going through my healing journey and taking care of myself. I had to learn that I have to pour into myself and then I give to others out of my abundance. So, this is a reminder to whoever needs to hear it today. Fill up your cup. However, it shows up for you, however, you need to show up for yourself. And you know what that is, don't you? Yes, we all know what we need to do to take better care of ourselves. So do that for you, and do it today. And that's because we're valuable, we're important, we're special, but we cannot be everything to everyone else and be nothing to others. See, I did that for a very long period of time. I was always showing up for relatives, for this person, for that person. And then what did I get left? The crumbs. Or zero, or I was in the negative, or it got to be in such a bad space that I was lacking financially, I was lacking mentally, I was lacking spiritually, and that just is not going to work. So today, I say to all of you, keep going and taking care of yourself. Give yourself time for that reflection, that solo time. And it doesn't have to be hours and hours of time. Just taking a moment to look at yourself in the mirror and to speak a positive affirmation over your life. Encourage yourself with these words: I'm proud of myself. I'm grateful to be here. I love myself. I am important. I value my own opinions. I have the power to love myself. I have the power to continue on. I will keep going and taking care of myself because I love myself. See, keep going. See, when we fortify our mind, we fortify our heart and our spirit, our soul to keep going. Okay? You have to reflect. You have to even take a moment, even throughout the day when we go through things or people irritate us. Take a moment, take a deep breath, pause, and pour into yourself. Don't let others and their negativity or their drama or whatever to cause us to have some off track mental health, because when we're around people and their mental health isn't in the best space, either they have a mental health issue or they may have some mental illness, it can disrupt us. Do not allow others to stop you from taking care of yourself, okay? And that's the encouragement, to keep going and taking care of yourself. Now, this is very important, motivators family. We cannot improve in ourselves until we do these things. See, self improvement means that we allow ourselves to rest. You allow yourself to get your education, whatever that is. And education does not always have to be through going to an educational place. It's educating yourself by learning something new, regardless of your age. We are never too old to learn something new. We're never too old to make changes. We're never too old to love ourselves. We're never too old to live our life on purpose, to reset, and to start over and over again as often as we need to so that we can be our best. So think about that so for your self improvement, okay? And the self improvement also involves your business. Now, we talk about all the time, we'll hear people say, mind your business. See, today I'm saying that to you. Mind your business. And that means taking care of yourself, whatever it is that you need to be your business. Have you focused on your talents, your gifts, your purpose, your personal light? See, sometimes our light can be dimmed because of society and people and problems and sadness and dysfunction in this world that we live in. But don't let it stop you from doing what you need to do. Handle your business. Handle your business first, too. That's an encouragement to all the parents out there, all the aunties and the uncles, the brothers, the sisters, the cousins. Just all human beings, to all humanity, I say this: take care of your business. And you know what that is. Okay. So, we're going to talk about self improvement in your purpose. For anybody who needs to hear it, you have a purpose. You have a purpose. And every person's purpose is different. And you stepping into your purpose does not diminish, does not take away from other people, but you definitely have to stand up for yourself and to say, this is my purpose. This is the reason why I exist. And I will give myself the permission to do that, to be it, to reset, to not give up, and to go for it. So, whoever needs to hear that on today, if you have a purpose, if there's something that you've been wanting to do and you've been holding back for a long time, I'm going to say this to you. Give yourself the permission to try. Try to go for what you want to do. It's your life. Remember that. We have to be purpose driven, purpose centered, purpose focused. We will focus on so many things. We'll focus on all of the distractions and all of the people in our life that will distract us and get us off track from what we are supposed to be doing. But here we go again. And we have a new day. We have new thoughts. So get back into your purpose, okay? I encourage every single one of you, whatever that is, go for it, okay? I applaud you. And this is something that is very important, Motivators family, and that is we cannot improve ourselves if our health is failing. Now, there are some things that is outside of us that we can't do anything about because some of us just have some personal health issues. Even some may have some diseases, and you all are always in my thoughts, okay? And I encourage you to take care of your health, whatever that may be for you. Follow your doctor's direction as always. But also, there's some things that we can do to improve our health. And it just means not making ourselves available to everybody. There are times where you have to go off grid, be unreachable, so that you can pour into yourself and take care of yourself how you need to. And people think about self care as only being about your hair and your nails and your teeth and this, how you look on the outside. No, self care means taking care of your mental health. It means asking, how is your spirit? Is your spirit Do you have high vibes or do you feel discouraged? And if you do, how can I shift that focus? How can I take better care of my own self? Hey, East, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I think that it's vital for us to talk about this and self improvement. Hey, Realist One, how are you? Blessings this Saturday. I hope you're doing well. If you guys have not already, please hit the like. I'd really appreciate it. It's so important for us to talk about this, our health. It's that elephant in the room that people don't want to talk about. People don't want to talk about weight, and people don't want to talk about health problems, and nobody wants to be told how they should eat. But it's very important because your health is your wealth. And I'm just going to leave it on that. You all know what to do. We're adults, okay? But also, let's talk about this in taking care of ourselves and pouring into ourselves, because how can we be encouraged to continue on if we do not take care of ourselves? Now, I want to talk about how we can do this. How can we get some encouragement? Okay. It means that we have to practice some self compassion. We have to learn to be kind to ourselves and to not be too hard on ourselves. How many of us are really tough on ourselves? We give other people a pass, we'll forgive other people, but when it comes to us, we'll be so rigid, we'll be so tough. Give yourself some compassion. Apply that to yourself, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself. Forgive yourself when you need to forgive yourself. Slow down when you need to slow down, but do whatever you need to do so you can be your best. Now, you know, I love to talk about this topic of positive self talk. It's so important to me, and I hope that it's very important to you all as well. Positive self talk. How can we do that? It's the conversation that you have to yourself, is the things that you say to yourself. And you know that what you talk about, what you think about, is what you do. And what you do is the sort of life that you have. So if your life is not what you want it to be at the current time, it may be because you're not having the positive self talk with yourself. So try to reduce that self doubt. Now, it's not something that we can eliminate because we're human beings and every person doubts themselves. But don't stay in that doubt. You doubt and then you do a mindset shift. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking that way, but I know I can do something great. I believe in myself. I'm confident. Winning is not optional because I am successful. See, when you do that, you shift any negativity that is either inward or it's from the outside, from all, I call it white noise, because there's a lot of talk that's out there. It's the things that you hear people talking about you, or it's the judgments, or it's so many things. So it's so important for us to use positive self talk every single day and tell yourself, I am doing a great job. I love myself. I'm proud of myself. When we do those things, we encourage ourselves and we fortify our mind. Okay. Be encouraged, motivators family, to continue on. Okay. Another thing that's so important when we talk about encouraging ourselves to keep going, we have to find some inspiration. You have to have a why. There has to be a why behind why you tick, why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. You got to find some inspiration. So, whether it's going in the past and looking at the times where you wanted to give up, where you had every reason to give up and you didn't, Explore that, reflect on that, and then remind yourself, I wanted to give up at that time, but I didn't. And I applaud you. I'm proud of you. It's easy to give up. See, what other people don't know about, even your own relatives, they don't even know about the times where you had every reason to give up, every reason to throw in the towel, every reason to be sad, every reason to crawl into a hole and just throw in the towel and give up. But you didn't. And that's the things that you think about when you're going through a situation. I got through that and I can get through this. Okay? I'll say that again. I got through that and I will get through this. We forget about things after we get past it. We just focus, we hyper fixate on whatever is in front of us, whatever our problems are, whatever we're dealing with. So we have to stop fixating on the negative things and to focus our mind on the positive things, the things that we actually do have. Put your mind in that space. I'm grateful that I have X, Y, and Z. I'm so happy that I can see, I can hear. There's always something positive that we can focus our mind on. Okay. So I encourage you to shift your mind into that. Okay. And that's an inspiration. Okay. Also, explore your passions. Everybody is passionate about something, depending on what it is that makes you tick, your personality, your situation, your culture, your mindset. Everybody has things that they're passionate about. Explore those things. That's how we encourage ourselves. You have to find a hobby, you have to find something that is not just work and it's not just home life. You have to have a gray area, something that will pour into yourself, that will restore you. Okay? You got to have some childlike wonderment and to get your life off. Not My life is not just all bills and family responsibilities. You have to have your own identification. What can you do to identify yourself? I'm this, I'm creative with this, or I do that. That's how we celebrate our own individuality. So I encourage you to explore that more. I think a lot of times when we're adults, we forget about the things that we did when we were a child, being silly, learning to laugh, getting out, exploring, having some fun. Okay. And I'm all for that. That is one thing that we can all do to encourage ourselves. We have to explore life, and whatever it is that we need at that time, because life changes from time to time. But just because life changes, it doesn't mean we have to stop and focus on just the problems. We can always focus on our hopes, our blessings, our gifts, our talents, and the things that we have overcome. So be encouraged, Motivators family, be encouraged. Okay. This is something that's very important in our self love, our self care, and encouraging ourselves. And that is to take care of yourself. Make time for your self care, such as your mindfulness, going for a walk, getting your exercise, taking time for your mental health. And it means taking your breaks and making sure you're eating, you're drinking your water, and you have positivity, in your mind. See, we're bombarded in today's society. We're over, oh, I was trying to think of a word and it just went out my brain, but we're bombarded by so much negative things on the TV, entertainment, social world, our families, our own problems, that we have to remind our own self that I have some great things going on too. Okay? I have some things that there are so many people who would love to have what I have, but we don't focus on those things. We always focus on what we want, or we're looking at other people. So don't worry about what other people have and what other people are doing. Learn to stay in the moment and to look at what you personally have. And that grounds us, because when you focus your mind on the things that you have to be grateful for, it encourages us. Because if you think about what you don't have, you're always going to be in that negative space. But when you force your mind, when you force yourself to think about, I have this and I have that, and I'm proud of myself and I got over this, your mindset is going to shift to a positive thinking and a positive way of dealing with life, because you can always make two choices. I remember when my mentor told me this when I was going through something and I was just hyper fixating on negatives in my life and what isn't working and what other people are doing. And I don't have this and I don't have that. And she told me that you have two choices to how your life can be. You can focus your mind on the negatives, or you can focus your mind on the positives. It's your choice. And that's what I want to say to all of my motivators family. We have the choice to focus on the positives, the good things, the way that you have uplifted your own self. Okay. And I want to say that to you all. You have the the choice. You have a choice to elevate. Okay. You have a choice to be positive. Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Stephanie. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. I appreciate you. Stephanie says, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all peace and love and encouragement. You know what we have to do, okay? When the super chat hits, everybody. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to encourage everybody and to let you all know that, okay? You can think about the positives or you can think about the negatives, okay? And I want you to do this, okay? We are in the second month of the year. I can't believe it already. I want you all to start tracking your progress. Get a journal or on your phone. There's apps that we can download for free. I want you to track your progress. And it's important to see where you have come from and then where you are today. When you start tracking your progress, you can see how far you've come and you celebrate yourself. For me, it's something that I do on a regular basis to um, encourage myself. I get encouragement by having small milestones. Okay, the milestones is what helps us to enjoy life. You can look at the small things like the birds singing, or even like, okay, it's a cold day, but focus on, look at me, I have a warm coat, I have heat, I have a warm bed to sleep in, I can take a shower, I have feet, I can walk, I can take care of myself. If we focus on our minds on those things, we won't focus on, oh, it's cold outside, it's miserable, and this and that. We can always shift our mind to the negative things, but if you focus on, it's a beautiful day, I have eyes, I can see, okay? Don't take not even one small thing for granted, okay? Blessings, Stephanie. Yes, very true, Pam. Very, very true. And it's easy to get into that, because if you're around people who are like that and they're always complaining, we can start to get that complaining spirit. It's just an encouragement for us to regroup and to put our focus back on the things that are positive. Okay. And also in tracking your progress, set some small goals. I always like to say 30-day goals. I am definitely a 30-day goal woman. Okay. You be a 30-day goal woman or a 30-day goal man. Okay. When you do that, you break those big goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. And I love the 30-day goals because it makes it reasonable and attainable. I know I have 30 days to do it. So you get busy, you stay on track, you're going to encourage yourself, you get yourself an accountability partner, and you go for it. And if it's not working today, you troubleshoot, you reset, and you give yourself permission. I'm going to go harder tomorrow. I did this, that didn't work. Let me try this. And then you celebrate yourself. And then when you do something, that's when you pat yourself on the back. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing a great job. Doing those things will encourage us. And I'll tell you, having a bunch of small, reasonable and attainable goals will help us to get so far in our year. Start with that 30-day goal, write it down. Encourage yourself every day I wake up. Today, I'm going to do this. And you have 2 or 3 tasks. That's something that really helped me because I used to be a person who had a procrastinating spirit. I don't know how many of my motivators family have a procrastinating spirit. I am a reformed procrastinator. I because the reason why we procrastinate about things that we don't want to do. So you put it off and put it off and put it off. But when you do the things and you accomplish it, you feel good. Will be proud of yourself. So give yourself one thing to do at a time. And when you finish it, notice I said finish. When you finish it, then you put another task on your agenda and another task. I find when I give myself one task at a time and don't move on to the next thing, focus on one thing. And then I remind myself sometimes when I get off track, okay, stay on track, Marlene, and say that to yourself, stay on track. Okay, we have this to do. And then when you do it, that's when you have your own celebration. I'm proud of myself. I started this task and I finished it. That helped me so much in getting away from the procrastination spirit. Doing one thing, accomplishing it, and then celebrating myself, and then moving on to the next thing. Okay. That's how we stay encouraged. Okay. And this is a very important part when we accomplish those goals, after you've tracked your purpose and you've set those goals and you've achieved it, reward yourself. Okay. I hope there's somebody in here that's going to listen and do this. Reward yourself and don't wait for people to celebrate you. And it does not have to be big things. I'm a person that I used to have a really hard time with keeping spaces clutter free. And every time I would remind myself, put it back where it needs to be, Marlene, put it back where it needs to be, fold that up, put that away. You have to talk to yourself, talk your way through it until you get that to be a behavior of yours, a healthy behavior, because sometimes we didn't learn how to do certain things. We didn't learn how to stay on task. We didn't have people telling us you're doing a great job. But today we're adults and we are mature and we tell ourselves those things. Okay, I'm proud of myself. I'm doing a great job. And when you do that great job, celebrate yourself. It's small little things. Pat yourself on the back, clap for yourself, smile, do a happy dance. But that's how you keep yourself encouraged and motivated. Don't look for others to cheer you on. Cheer on yourself. Okay. And we have 2 more points. Okay, everybody, 2 more. We're almost to the finish line of today's motivation and encouragement. Okay. And that is make sure if you are not feeling encouraged, most of the time, our lack of encouragement is because we are not seeking support. So seek support. And I don't mean your relatives. I don't mean your job. And it has nothing to do with what the amount of money you have in the bank. That's not what makes you a good person. And your ability to be used by others. That's not what makes you a great person. It's just you being yourself. I want to put that out in the atmosphere, and I hope this hits the minds and the hearts of my motivators family and lets you all understand this. You are enough just because you exist. I want someone to say that to themselves right now. I am enough just because I exist. I'm going to type that in the chat. Hi, Robert. How are you? Welcome. And I want you to say that to yourself over and over again. Anytime you're feeling discouraged, anytime you're feeling you're not valued, anytime you're feeling low, I want you to remind yourself of this. I am enough just because I exist. Yes. Welcome in, Robert. Saturday blessings to you. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm glad to hear that every day. Okay. I want you to all to remind yourself of that. I am enough just because I exist, okay? Not because of who you are, not because of your health, not because of who you have in your life, just because you're your own person, okay? I want to spread that positive self awareness, that positive self worth, that positive self expression, having a positive thoughts about yourself just because I exist. Okay. I am enough. Okay. I want you all to be encouraged to continue on. And you have to have that encouragement from within. And it starts with that. Okay. And making sure you have positive, supportive people around you. Notice I didn't just say having people around you. Just because you have relatives, or people call them family, I call them relatives, because family is who supports and loves you. And not all relatives support and love you. There's a big difference, but that's a topic for another day. But I want you all, make sure if you don't have a positive support group, seek it. There's online support groups, but we have to do what we have to do in order to be our best. We have to do what we have to do. Don't stop expecting for people to make changes. Stop expecting for those who don't want to do it, because people show you who they are. They show you if they want to be there for you or no. And if they're showing you that they don't, move along. There are people out there that will love you and support you just the way you are. Okay? Know that and understand it. I had to learn that lesson myself. People will love you just as you are. You don't have to change. You don't have to be like anybody. You don't have to do things for people to be loved. Just because you exist, you should be loved. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Robert, for that reminder. I appreciate it. I wanted to say that to everybody, you know, keep going. And the reason why we don't keep going is because we are not giving ourselves the permission to have the conversations that we need to have with ourselves. Okay. Have the conversation you need to have with yourself. Okay. I want support. I'm not getting support from my relatives. I'm not getting support from my spouse or significant other. I'm not getting support from so-called friends. I'm not getting support on social media. So I got to do what I need to do. I have to move along and take care of myself. So find a support group online, in person. Get out there, enjoy life, take care of yourself, go for your goals. Okay. Yes, shout out to all my amazing moderators, and especially those who are content creators. Please stop by and give their channel a view, a like, and a watch. Yes. Robert. Yes, don't change to be accepted by others. That's a very important thought on being encouraged. Okay, don't change who you are. Don't change your life. Don't try to show up for people who don't show up for you. That was a major life lesson for me recently. I had to block some individuals in my life, and I love them, but sometimes we will love others more than we love ourselves. And we have to stop that. That's a very toxic behavior. That's a using and manipulative spirit that some people have on them, that they only love you while they can use you, or they love you while they can control you, or they love you while they can know your business. Mm-mm. See, we're fully grown and we're mature. We don't do manipulation. We don't do drama. It's none of that over here. This is all about positivity. Okay. And if someone can't pour some love into you, give you some of their time, it's time for you to move along. Okay. Yes, you have to love yourself before you love others. Always, Robert. Always. So, here we are at the last point of today's topic and discussion, to be encouraged to continue on. I want to say to every single one of you, take care of you. Take care of you. And you know what that means. You know what that means. Whether it's rest, whether it's talking to yourself, whether giving yourself permission to heal, whether it's forgiveness to apply to yourself or to apply to others, whatever you need to do, take care of yourself. But sometimes it's giving ourselves a kick in the tush to get up and to get active, to stop feeling sorry for ourselves, because it's your life. I want you all to understand that. It's your life. And if your life is not going the way you want it to go, whose fault is that? There are times, yes, we go through things, we get discouraged, there's disappointments, you grieve, people backstab you. So there's a lot of things that we have to deal with as an adult, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Don't stay in that negativity, because it can take you down a dark hole. It's a rabbit hole that you cannot escape. So, yeah, you could be upset, and it's okay. Talk to yourself. I'm very upset, or today I'm very sad. Today I miss this person, but I'm not going to sit here and be sad and to be upset, or to let other people control my day. Take control of your day, loved ones, okay? Take control, okay? Yes, you have to make you have one life to make yourself happy. Yes, Robert, you got to take care of you. So, I hope some of these words in here has been motivating, has been positive, has given you some food for thought, and I hope you can make some application on today. Okay? Yes. Yes. Who can love you better than yourself? I have an addition to that, that you have to love yourself, but I also believe in making sure you tap in spiritually to whatever you believe in spiritually, and let that assist you to reaffirm, to confirm the love that you should have within yourself. It's nice to have love from other people, but when other people aren't giving it to you, this is where you tune into yourself, and also you tune in spiritually and get everything that you need. Have all the conversations you need to have with yourself. Give yourself your own hug. Okay. Encourage your own self. Give your own self a high five. Give yourself that rest, but do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. I wish you all well. I wish you all the best. And you know what I always say, uh, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Okay. Self love is every day. Okay. Don't wait for people to love you. You got to take control and love on yourself. I hope you all have enjoyed today's discussion. I hope that something in here has grounded you, has fortified your mind, your heart, and your spirit. I wish you all well, okay? Well on today, well on your healing journey, and having positive thoughts, healing vibrations, all the peace, all the abundance that you deserve. But it's up to us to do all of the things necessary so that we can be our best. I'm Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach, sending you all of the best, okay? Yes, everybody have a great rest of your day. Thank you all so much. Always positive all the time. And if people in your life are not positive, choose to walk away. Choose to walk away. You know what we say over here, Motivators family. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. Thank you for tuning in to your dose of positivity. Stay tuned for all of the motivator songs, and I will see you all back on the next Self Love Saturday. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?